Alright, ladies and gentlemen, welcome back to MusicVillage. And apparently we got another question during a break where someone asked us, have you ever thought about being a stand-up comedian? And my elementary school self, when one of the teachers said, oh, you think you're a comedian? I would have said yes then, but now, maybe. You know, once this all blows over, probably I'll go into the stand-up comedian biz. Either that or introduce comedians on stage and say something funny in between. Yeah, that'd be pretty cool too. But besides a future career in stand-up comedy, folks, I think it's time for us to check out a couple of games from a planet far away, along with a couple of those games from the Steam Machine as well, for another edition of the Friday Night Greenlight. And the first game that we have up comes from the itch.io page of fan.d with their game, Walk the Dog. And this game automatically reminds me of a combination of Nintendogs if it was in Grand Theft Auto 5 around Grove Street, with a little combination of Cujo in there as well. Even though the dog's not a Saint Bernard, but I got a feeling you could pick a Saint Bernard for this. And here's hoping in the near future that you get a chance to pick different dogs that you get a chance to walk in these rural neighborhoods, or urban neighborhoods. And the next game that we have up besides dog walking comes from the itch.io page of YZ Crowshaw with their game, Hold the Phone. And this game automatically reminds me of that one episode of Married Real Children where Al Bundy held on the phone for what felt like 3 days, only to realize that he got hung up on. And this game, here's hoping in the near future, besides having to wait it out with customer service, you also get a chance to be the actual customer service and try to help other people and hopefully don't get mad in the process. Maestro said it would have been simpler to say, make this a multiplayer game to see how long it takes to frustrate your friends. Yeah, as a matter of fact, yeah, let's hope for that in the near future too. And the next game that we have up, besides confusing the Maestro over in the corner, comes from the itch.io page of Coral Domino with their game, The Night Where He Left. And this game automatically reminds me of, well, for some strange reason, that music video that was by Golden Earrings called The Twilight Zone, and funny enough, also reminds me of The Twilight Zone as well. Cause I got a feeling somewhere over in the corner while all this madness is going on, you would see a Rod Sterling-like character following you around. And you know what? With all the weird stuff in this game, here's hoping in the near future that there is a Rod Sterling-like character that you can actually see trying to talk to the people in an empty screen. Yeah, definitely hope that they have that in this game. And besides interacting with Rod Sterling in a Twilight Zone-like universe, the next game that we have up, which comes from the Steam Machine, comes from the developers Afterburner Studios with their game, Dreamscaper Prologue. And this game automatically reminds me of a combination of Dungeon Siege 3 with a little hint of, I would have to say Hunter the Reckoning, even though you're not hunting demons. But according to the Maestro with that Cthulhu-like character that's over in the corner, maybe you're hunting demons. And here's hoping in the near future for this game that you get a chance to actually dream up some cool weapons for you to use. And apparently, according to the Maestro, the ability to use, I guess, lightsaber katanas is not cool enough for me. Yeah, it is. But I'm hoping for another weapon along the lines of a medieval flail, a giant sword, maybe a halberd or an axe. Yeah, that or that throwing weapon that I got a feeling that Scorpion would use in Mortal Kombat. I forgot what it was called, but here's hoping to have that in the game too. And oh, the Maestro adding in his 2 cents saying that this game automatically reminds him of Inception. And the fact that if you can dream up weapons from out of nowhere, why not dream up a gun? You got a point, you really do. But besides this argument of games that are in a virtual dreamlike universe, the last but not least game that we have up for this week comes from the developers Hovegard Games with their game, Startup Company. And apparently, according to the Maestro, the name of the developer is Hovegard Games. I thought there was an A in there. Then again, if it was Hova, it would have to do with Jay-Z. But nevertheless, folks, this game automatically reminds me of, I do believe, 2 Point Hospital with a little hint of Office Space in there as well. Yeah, it definitely reminds me of Office Space. And here's hoping in the near future for this game that you have a Milton that can work with you in the said office. Now, I would say to have a Bill Lombard in this game too, but I got a feeling with a startup company, he comes standard. Got a feeling he really does. And if you guys want to go ahead and check out any other cool games that comes from a planet far, far away from here, you can go ahead and check it out on the Free Game Planet page, only known as freegameplanet.com, to check out a whole bunch of cool games that are from an interstellar world that are absolutely stellar in our books. Almost like that Incubus song too, yeah. And if you also want to go ahead and check out some games that are coming through the Steam machine via cargo ship, cargo plane, or even subterranean train that is currently rumbling underneath your toes, you can head on over to the store.steampower page, only known as store.steampower.com, and just click ever so lightly on that upcoming button, as well as that Indy button as well, to check out a whole bunch of cool and awesome games that'll definitely put some pep in your step and is MusicVillage approved. And I don't know why in the world I'm smiling and having my thumb up right now, and why did Maestro put a little MusicVillage approved logo on the bottom of the monitor we're looking at right now to read off these games? Is that removable? Can I wash that off? Oh, I can. Alright, then I approve. And I guess with those shenanigans out of the way, folks, we might as well head back into that music once again. And when we return, we'll be back with yet another new DJ Smokey's True Video Game Stories right after this. So don't go anywhere just yet, folks, and stay tuned.